The Jeffrey Show.
Who could be scared of a Jeffrey?
My name is Jeff.
In the booth, Jeff and Jeff with the mic flow. Adam Green on the side, keeping it tight though. Radio waves bumping, making crowds go. Go Jeff yourself, turning up the hype, yo. Static crackles and the beats drop heavy. Headphones on, the atmosphere steady. Listeners tuned in, down, never ready. Let Chef Jeff cook, keeping vibes spaghetti. Jeff and Green, the dynamic duo. Words like L's getting you throwing through, bro. Broadcast live, the audience in awe. Spinning tails raw, holding down the law. News and grooves, got the heads bobbing. Morning to evening, the rhythm never stopping. Jeff speaks fire, Adam got the jokes popping. Airway
Fire. Fire.
Live calls, fans shouting out. Topics to discuss, never
You're gonna Beavis and Butthead. I want to be Butthead then.
I speak fire like Beavis and Butthead.
Yes.
That's enough of that song. Welcome to the Jeffrey and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It's Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. It is top of the 5 p.m. hour. Doesn't get more live than that, folks. And of course, I got my co-host here, Mr. Adam Green, up in the club.
Good evening, Saddleback. What do I have?
I need to.
I don't need the whoops. The whoops sounds good though. Hey, whoops, Adam's here. Whoops, 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 whoops.
Mr. Adam Green.
That went about 550 feet at least.
At least 500,
At least.
or at least it was like a laser, like Ohtani's recent homer was like 118 miles per hour or something
Oh my
like
gosh,
that.
was it really?
Yeah,
Guy's such
it was
a
just a
stud.
liner out to right.
Who do you think's the best right now? Who's the best if you're going to do that? If you're going to go
Aaron
right into
Judge.
baseball? Yeah, I think it's Judge too. He's way better than Ohtani right now, and I think he's doing it year in and year out, and he won't stop. So if he's probably the best, and then the most entertaining too is also Bobby Witt. He's just as
Who's
fun.
Bobby Witt again? I don't know who
He's
that
the
is.
young Trout. He's the young Trout. He's 23-year-old Trout, 24-year-old Trout.
I want to know what age Aaron Judge is. He's 33. How old
Yeah.
is Mike Trout?
Same.
Yeah, well, talk about a failed contract with Mike Trout because
Wow.
how many games has he played in the last 3 or 4 seasons since he signed that almost $400 million contract?
I think it's less than 100 the past 4 years or something like that. The past 3 or 4 years.
It's
ridiculous.
it's a little sad. It's sad, and he's literally hurt right now, and that's probably gonna just trickle down to him being hurt for the rest of the season again.
Dude, you know what he has to do is just be DH, and he's got to stop doing everything.
Yeah.
Just be DH only, the same way Ohtani is, because you have to preserve your super studs. You got to do it, man.
I think this whole thing where if I crash in a wall and get one out, it's gonna be worth it for the rest of my career. No, I think it's a horrible way of thinking. Putting 110% in. No, stop that. Just put 100% in. If you visualize yourself getting hurt from this one little play, okay, maybe they'll score a couple runs,
Right.
but it's not the end of your career.
Right. I would let it go to somebody just ran into the wall the other day on the Royals or whatever team it was. And I think it was the Reds. And he broke his arm in half. He just ran into the wall, broke his arm in half. And it was a rookie. He's a young dude. But, dude, at the same time, Trout could do that anytime. Judge could do that anytime. Judge, he's got such a small area to cover in right field for the Yankees. It's so small. You can barely walk around out there because his legs are so big.
It's like that Ted Williams stuff, right?
Exactly. And but dude, Trout, it's just get off the field, dude. Just only hit, only run, and take it easy. Just play, dude. Because
Just
it's so
hit the
much better when he's
ball.
there. It's so much better in baseball when he's there.
Yeah, because he's trying to enforce that whole no phones policy, but then he's one of the
cares?
2 players that's supposed to be doing the no phones policy in
Yes.
Angels. They started off the season so well, but now they're already starting to suck.
Right. Standard Angels, go.
I also wanted to
6-2.
talk about. I want to go to an Angels game because they're gonna be cheap tickets.
Oh, yeah.
But I also wanted to talk about how bad the Rockies are. They're the new White Sox.
White Sox and Rockies are absolutely awful.
But at least the White Sox have won 10 games.
how many Rockies have?
They're 6 and 26 or something. It's incredible how bad they're doing.
We don't have any pitchers at all. We just put the pitching machine on the mound and then let everybody hit. Yes, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, dude, the Rockies, the field is beautiful. If you go to Denver, you got to go to a game. It's right in the middle of the city and it's gorgeous. It's got these pine trees in center field. It's so pretty, dude.
They're 6 and 28 right now.
But yeah, ever since they got rid of Arenado, they're garbage.
Where did he go? He went to St. Louis?
St. Louis, yeah. He's only got a couple years left. I think he's probably 38 now. I think he's 38.
Yeah, he's our age.
Yeah.
We're a little bit younger.
Exactly. Yeah. What am I, 37, 38?
He's closer to my
Our
age.
Exactly. Perfect. But yeah, So yeah, what do you?
You know what's annoying also is like so the Dodgers are doing really good again, but then the Padres are doing really well again.
Yeah,
Because like they just the Dodgers had like a 7-game win streak, and here's the Padres with a 6-game win streak. It's just annoying. I'm like, can you just go away?
Padres they're not going away, dude. They got studs on their team.
They do.
Yeah,
I know.
They're young and hungry, and they want it versus the other team that is just loaded with superstars.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Dodgers.
And then the Giants are doing pretty well as well, but like we'll see how that out.
Giants always do well. They always
Yeah,
have
they
some
always-
hidden talents up there, and they have a good coach. And like they know how to play baseball, and their park is the most beautiful ballpark. Period.
Yeah,
that's the most beautiful.
It's
ballpark.
a cool park.
Yeah.
I would have to go there in neutral colors, given that I'm a Dodgers fan, because I am respectful to the teams here. I actually went to an Angels game, and it was the Giants versus the Angels, and I wore a Dodgers T-shirt and sat next to a Giants fan, and I made friends with the guy. Like, we were cool. It's like, you don't have to be like mean.
All that stuff is baloney.
It's such baloney.
Yeah, it's such baloney. Like I'm in. Like I'll go full nerd alert, but I'm in some Facebook groups with a bunch of guys that are like really hardcore Yankees and Mets fans. Usually, like it's mostly East Coast that likes this stuff. Like, and they get too involved, and they're like, "I'm not buying a Juan Soto card now because he went to the Mets," and like, "I'm a Yankees fan." Who really cares, dude?
Do you
I'm
really?
I'm all those guys would ditch those teams in a millisecond, like a heartbeat, for more money somewhere else.
Yeah,
like,
and
they don't care.
And it's silly to think like,
nothing
oh,
about
like they should go like respect on the contract that you just got, Juan Soto, for going to the Mets. What did he get? It was like 400 probably.
$1 zillion. Yeah, exactly. He turned out to like $50 million a year or something like that. He's doing as well as an average player. Like he's pretty much like a common player in the major leagues.
$765 million contract for 15 years.
So what's that bust out to? About 50, right? It's like 48.
Let's do a little calculador.
Calculadores.
765 divided by 15 years is $51 million a year.
There you go, $50 million.
But was there any other contracts that he was being offered for a higher amount?
The only thing he got denied from the Yankees was a suite for his family and something else, like a parking spot or something like that. But he literally got turned down for the suite, and so he goes, "Fine, you won't do that." But they're like, "Dude, we didn't give Jeter a suite for his family. We didn't give Judge a suite for his family, and those are the captains of the team."
Yeah,
and Soto wanted that, and he's like, "Oh, then fine, I'm going to the Mets."
That is such a weird.
Yeah, it's silly.
That's silly. Yeah,
super silly, and that's just so greedy.
Or just buy a suite every game. You're still making way more money each game.
It's what we were talking about earlier. It's the same thing. You don't need that much money. I would do the same thing as I would just pick a place I'd want to go. I'd be like, I want to go play in the Angels because I get to be in California. I get to be in Southern California, or I'm going to San Diego and play in San Diego. And I'd be like, how much less? Like that much less? Don't care. Sounds good. Signing right here.
All right, I'll take $46 million as opposed to $51 million per year. Oh, no big deal.
I'd rather be a Yankee to the Met any day. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
nothing personal, but I'd rather be a Yankee.
I mean, I would. Let's see. Of course, I'm going to pick the Dodgers if I was going to pick the team to play with.
Yeah.
But then it'd be rad to play for the Red Sox. It'd be rad to play for the Yankees.
Yes. I wouldn't want to get caught in the Midwest playing in Minnesota or Chicago or St. Louis. Like, you don't want to get caught there and do
even
that.
Seattle, I would consider.
No. And then Tampa
would
Bay doesn't
consider
have a
Seattle
field right now. A's don't have a field right now. Yeah, Seattle, absolutely. I'd think about it. But I'd probably turn it down too because I don't want to live up in the rain all the time.
Yeah.
How do you have to live there, dude?
I mean, well, you're only really playing there during the summer.
No. Baseball season's 8 months long.
Well, I get that, but for the majority of the season, you are experiencing nice weather.
Yeah.
But I would say, Seattle I would consider it.
I know you're from there, but now that you've been down here, would you ever live back there?
I would have to go visit it because I haven't been there since I was 6.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I don't know, but I'm saying it still seems like at least you're in the West Coast. The air is nice.
I need
air.
more sun. I need air and sun. Exactly. I need sun.
Have you breathed like the southern air? The southern air is like.
Wait, which southern air?
I'm talking about like Alabama South. Like that's where my dad's from, and I visited there. And then when it gets hot, you're just like you're in a sauna.
It's a sauna
outside.
I was in the sauna today at your boy 24 Hour Fitness. And
my boy 24. Is that my boy?
It's
24 Hour Fitness.
Yeah, I was at your boy 24 Hour Fitness and breathing in sauna air, and I had to get out because it was at 190 or 200. I'm like, okay, that's enough. I'm all 6 minutes of this. I'm like, I can't even do that much in there.
No,
I just sweat bullets. It just takes. You just have to train yourself, but. Dude, it just gets too hot and it's too thick of air. It's just gross. Anyways.
You said you're at the gym doing some sauna air, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever done the cold plunge?
Not at the gym. They don't have a cold plunge there. It's like the cheap 24-hour fitness, not like the sexy one.
I'm not saying like I don't have a gym. I don't even have a gym to go to. So,
Oh my
But I'm
gosh.
like, have you ever done a cold plunge in general?
Dude, down the street from you is the best Planet Fitness for like $15 on the planet. You should really go. Like $15.
But what's there that I
you
don't?
can no, but you can get infrared like whatever heating, whatever that infrared stuff does, and you can also get massage machine, and you could sit in the massage machine, and like you can do all this like
all those people though that have been sweating and getting massages in there.
No one does it because it's like a $5 upgrade, and everybody goes
Oh.
Planet Fitness doesn't want to spend the extra $5. So like, dude, we're not spending that. Like,
I think I'm by a Crunch. I got to look it up which I'm by.
well, no, down the hill. It's right by Smart and Final.
Oh, that's
It's
Planet
right-
Fitness. Okay.
Yes, it's right there by Smart and Final. Dude, that place is awesome. When I was living in Aliso, that's where I went, and nobody goes, and everything was fresh and everything was new. And Lauren had like the one that was like $5 more, so you could do all the massage things, and it was ridiculous. It
I
was
might.
so nice.
I mean, I've considered doing it just maybe for the social aspect. I work out like pretty hard for 75 minutes a day.
You're an animal. I know.
So like, I don't know if like I got body shamed by a gal that says I need to like get more chest weight. Like,
Hey,
she's a close
you're
friend
gonna
of
need
mine.
more latissimus weight and more chest weight. You need more of a V.
What
is
if I
we're
go?
looking
What
for.
if you need to get more weight in your butt? Like, what if I did that? Like,
What are
back
you
at her.
supposed to say? I know. How do you respond to that? Are you supposed to say, "Wait, am I supposed to say the same thing to you? Do I retort,
But that's
or
not.
do I just
I literally got
take
body.
that?
Isn't that considered technically body shamed? I was body shamed. I'm like
100 zillion percent.
Hey, I would.
It's a two-way street,
I would
man.
argue that. I mean, I hate to toot my own horn for a second. I can
away,
see the
man.
levels are
Toot
going in
away.
the red right
Toot
now
away.
because I'm getting all heated here.
No, I know. I just had to turn down my volume because my volume got so actually.
Yeah,
that's
no, I'm
funny.
looking at the levels here.
That's great.
I got to gather my thoughts here for
I'll
a
tell
second.
you. Listen, okay. So your frame is built pretty straight. If you really wanted to lat out and peck out, I think you would
Yeah.
need. It's all
Look at all
lats.
huge.
You just need more lats.
But like honestly, I would like to go against
You have
any other
push-up
40-year-old
chest.
right now and say I'm probably at the top 1%. I'm just saying.
I will go ahead and agree with that. Not just because you let me on your radio show, but like I will go ahead and agree because no one's in that good a shape. It's hard to get in that good a shape, man. And like you have
just to be
push-up
thin.
chest. You have push-up chest, which is tighter pecs.
I have some push-ups.
Yeah, you
I-
have push-up chest, and like, which is good. You don't want big old booby chest as
No.
a dude. It's like that's just going to turn into something else, especially if you have 400-pound bench press chest. That's
Yeah.
a different kind of chest, dude. That's the one that turns into man boobs later. It
I
turns
don't
to man
want
boobs.
to. I don't want to look like that. I like to be like.
Exactly.
I like to be like Brad Pitt from Fight Club, skinny. You know, like shredded.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why would you not? Why would you freaking?
Or
not?
what's his name? I always quote. He's from Leftover.
Sorry,
He's got
the
some.
Dodger game's on. I was just watching
Or, well,
it.
take off the volume. Everybody can hear
I
it.
didn't know it was gonna I was gonna flip off.
Wait, how
like
do
that.
you watch that? I want to watch the
Well,
Dodgers.
no, I can't watch it. I was just gonna listen. I put it on live so you can listen. So you can listen to
Okay.
Vin Scully's Ghost. But yeah, no, it was. What did you ask?
We forgot what we were talking about.
I know. What did you ask? What did you ask?
Well,
There
I
we
just
go.
think that like being skinny is enough.
well, okay, you want to be thin because that's.
But I
healthy.
don't look. I don't like look
Stand
skinny.
up,
I'm like
stand
a
up. Let
thin
me see what
guy.
we got. Let me see what we got.
I'm a thin guy.
So about the same frame as what we were dealing with before. Let me see. Let me see your back. So yeah, you got push-up chest, and you just need to cobra hood out the lats a little bit. So you just need to do more pull-ups. Can you do pull-ups?
I would actually buy one of those things to do pull-ups at home, but I'm
can do
worried
that.
that I would ruin the door frame.
No, they don't.
They
They're
don't?
fine. We did it at our work all the time too. You don't weigh enough to break it or anything. You don't
Okay,
weigh
because this is like
200,
I
do
own the home, so that I'm not. So I'm responsible for fixing
No.
the door frame if it breaks.
just get it, and you could do it because you could do it and just make it wide. And somebody tied up the game. That's why I was seeing what happened, and like it was because Shohei homered. Shohei just homered. Number 10.
Freaking Shohei.
So there you go. So anyways, no joke, but like the whole lat thing is you got to get wide and you got to get you can do pull-ups to do it, but more weight would help it, which is lat.
I heard
pull-downs.
just hanging too is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
To,
'Cause it stretches the muscle.
Yeah, I heard it-
and
I heard
shows
it,
your
like,
muscle. I
hanging
want to
is
be
good.
bigger. Yeah, I want to be bigger. And the muscles are like, okay, you can be bigger.
Well, I mean, okay, so for my whole life, I've tried different things to maybe get myself bigger. I did 80,000 push-ups last year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, you have push-up chest. I can tell you have push-up chest. Your boobies are tight, you know? It's like a tiger.
And I have laser
Thick quarters
nipples.
on it. Yeah, it's great. but if you want to have the more broad chest, you got to do more weight. But if you want to just have a broader stance, you could do more lats and more pull-ups.
I think I mean, this is such like, I don't know. Are we allowed to talk about this? It sounds like such a
whatever.
Okay. Well, anyways,
it's Saddleback Radio, but at the same time,
I feel like I could get like a little bit of muscle right here. Is where I need it.
That's the top
right between
of your pec. That's the top of your pec. That'd be so. That's
between like my rotator cuff and the pec.
That's incline pec. So it's incline press. So if you're on a press machine, you'd be laying kind of more like this.
Yeah.
And you could do a press like that.
I like to work out from home because it just saves me time. So I would have to figure out an exercise to do from home.
You do. You get a pillow behind you on the couch behind you and some dumbbells and press like that. Or you could do push-ups with your feet up on the couch, and that makes an incline push-up.
Got it. Okay.
An incline push-up would be like, not that I'm some super stud. If anyone wants to call in and tell us we're wrong,
yeah.
let us know.
First caller.
First caller. Let us know.
Take it first caller. You win $1 million.
And then Freddie Freeman just homered, so it's 3-2. So there
Freddie
you go.
Freeman.
There you go.
Such a stud.
Dude, he's having a silent assassin superstar year. He's got.
Well, he started off kind of hurt too, right?
Yeah, and he has like this thing with his family. Like they're in heavy stuff.
What happened to his family? Someone died.
One
right?
of his sons was having an illness, but I think he's pulling through whatever it is.
That's good.
And so yeah,
bless his heart.
I know. They seem like good people.
Well, bless the Dodgers, bless my bless our pecs, bless my show, bless Mr. Green over here.
Oh, bless you.
On your
Bless you,
advice,
Jeffrey.
Bless, and we didn't even sneeze, did we?
A kazoo night.
We're gonna take a little break. This is what is this freaking song? I Was Lost by Reva Star and Chromeo.
Ooh.
Stay tuned. You're live on the Jeffy and Jeffrey show. I don't know what we're going to talk about coming up. I know I'm supposed to tease like in radio, but we're going to talk more about.
Dude, I got something. Let's reflect on all the people that have been here this season because you only have 2 episodes left.
This episode and 2 more. Yes, very true.
Exactly. Here.
So sad.
So happy.
Stay
so
tuned.
Sad. So happy. So sad.
I love you all. Wait, no, I can't play this song. Why is that song on the...
I love that song. Feel Me Flow.
There we go. All right, stay tuned. Between your job, your family, and other demands on your time, life can get pretty busy. Take time for yourself and schedule an eye exam today. You may be surprised to see what you've been missing. For more information, visit www.nei.nih.gov/healthy-eyes. Did you get all that? I'll say it one more time for you. www.nei.nih.gov/healthy-eyes. A message from the National Eye Institute and Saddleback Radio. Ooh, look at these tracks. I got to take a closer look. I believe these are train tracks. What is that directly coming towards me? Is that a train? Oh, now I'm dead. I'm dead because I was stupid and went near the train tracks. Now I'm a dumb ghost reading this PSA. Folks, you know how to avoid train tracks? Don't go near train tracks. Don't be stupid like me with my dumb brain and approach train tracks.
You are one pathetic loser.
If you go near train tracks. Brought to you by the Jeffy and Jeffrey Association and the Jeff Dub Council. Welcome back to the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It's Tuesday, May 6, 2025. You will never guess who was just singing that song. Green, would you like to take a guess who was the lead singer of that song?
Madonna. I'm not on.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. This is my 65th show, and I'm still making mistakes
Madonna.
here. No, that was...
Kylie Minogue. Wait, let me do a couple guesses.
Okay.
Kylie Minogue.
Someone that doesn't have any business doing music.
Oh, really? Kate Hudson.
No.
Because she thinks she can sing. And then Emmy Rossum, because she thinks she can sing too.
She's very entitled.
Ooh, Blake Lively.
She's probably one of the OG influencers.
Oh, Call Me Daddy or Call Her Daddy.
Before that.
Really? Influencers. Give me a first letter of her first name.
P.
Diddy. This is so good. I don't know. Poe.
Royalty.
Royalty?
That's just kind of like a.
P.
But she's not actual royalty. I'm saying royalty in a way.
Right. And she calls herself royalty. Everybody listening on the radio, they know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows, not me. P. Royalty.
She had an assistant that became more famous than her.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
I
good
wouldn't
call.
normally choose a song like that, but I was just like,
That's
it's
rad.
funny because she did nothing except like put some vocals into it.
That's hot.
But apparently,
That's hot.
Sia's attached to the song. But I'm like, where was Sia in any of that?
No, she just plays. She goes pushes the buttons.
Yeah.
She pushes the 2 turntables and an Apple MacBook Pro.
It's like a lot of the people that it's not you. It's not the person singing. It's a lot of people behind them that do the music. Like I could argue that Billie Eilish. There's a lot of girls that can sing like her, but the brother is the genius behind the whole thing.
He's the lyricist, man.
He's a lyricist.
I think
and
he's the one that's
producer
writing
of all the music.
Yeah, I think he's the one writing her songs, dude. I know. My conspiracy theory is.
I like her, but I'm just saying. I think there's a lot of girls can sing like her, but she's got a cool style. But like I do like we can't. I don't think they give the brother enough credit. Is what I'm saying.
Agree to agree.
Yeah.
Hard agree to agree on that one, buddy. Like, yeah. Holy moly. Yes, absolutely.
Buy that for $1.
Quarter. For sure.
What was I going to talk about?
Dude, let's talk about
the
last 2 episodes coming up and what you have coming up on these episodes.
Well, it's going to be interesting because, we're stepping into politics here. We got the mayor.
Local politics.
We got the mayor of Dana Point, Matt Pagano.
Oh my gosh.
Coming on the show next week.
So excited.
That will be very interesting. I'll be very interested to hear because I'll ask him questions and we'll have to see politically how he answers these questions.
Gosh. Yeah, put him on the hot seat, man. Be like, hey, which one is it? Like, which one are we taking out? Dolphins or whales? Like, which one's going down? I'm just kidding. What are we killing? The kelp or like the sea urchins?
What are we doing about our environmental policies?
These are all the things we're going to ask. This is the stuff we're going to deep dive into.
How are you managing tourism? Given the fact that it's like one of the smallest cities in probably California.
It's like 27,000 people still, right? It's what it was when I think I was like 18. It was 27,000 people, and I still think it's the same because they can't fit any more people in the city.
No, they can't. It is packed to the brim. They even took over. They even remember the whole reserve area over at the point.
Yes.
On the cliff.
Yes.
They've
like
extended
houses.
Yeah, they've extended the housing out a little bit further, a little bit further.
But that's not like in a huge apartment building. That's literally like a couple of houses where you can add like 100 people. You're like, that's 100. But dude, we can do Married at Exile with him and go Married at Exile montage.
I've already got
St.
that.
Regis,
Waldorf Astoria.
Waldorf.
Yeah.
Did you have that one already?
No, I didn't do a
Ritz.
montage. It's going to be the Ritz, the Cliffs,
and
the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
Jeez, no, there's going to be stuff like that. Oh, I've thought about it, baby.
Oh, my gosh. And like other restaurants, too. Oh, my gosh. That's great.
There's going to be restaurants. I'm going to do would you rather run the hill of the Dana Point Harbor at the end?
Yeah.
Or run Stonehill?
Wait, the Dana Point Harbor's hill at the end. Which one's that?
The one that's like
PCH
the dangerous 2-lane where you can't even run it.
Oh yeah,
right below the the restaurant.
Impossible. Yeah, people do that all the time, and you're like, dude, get out of the road.
Get out of that road.
Get out of the road. You're gonna get yourself hurt. But yes, or Stonehill, dude. I'd walk it one time with my parents or with my mom, and I was carrying this jug of milk, and it fell and it broke. It was terrible. I was like 7 years old. But yeah, crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna be talking about that, and then the final episode. I don't even know. It just depends on who's available. Of course, we got my boy Green here.
Oh, I'm coming. What's the date of that? What's the date?
That's May 20th. Is the last final date on Saddleback Radio. But that does not mean that the show is over.
No,
that means it's just we're just gonna. I'm a peacock. And I need to spread my wings.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna be transitioning over to my own home, my own podcast. Did you just say tranny?
So he's gonna tranny over.
I'm a tranny over to my own home. I have my own studio set up. I've been doing a lot of testing to make sure that things sound clean and pristine. We did one test show.
It was gorgeous.
And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, there was like 30 sound glitches. And, you know, it was like the main reason why is it's such a basic. It's always the easiest. The easiest solution tends to be the right one.
We do.
It was like the mic
Unplug,
was just
plug it
like
back
a
in.
millimeter loose
Yeah.
on two of them, and that has been sorted out. I thought it was like a frame rate or a sample rate issue, but it was not. It was just the basic of the basics of solutions.
Dude.
So yeah, I'm getting that fixed. There's another issue which sucks is playing audio from like my YouTube. I can't seem to use the fader for some reason. It won't change it. So
I'm
I
gonna
have
bring
to.
in some specialists. I got you, dude. First of all, that. Second of all, let's talk about the positives. You get the visual aid, first of all. Second of all, you get YouTube Live, which actually has the video feed, so you can watch the show. You can actually watch the
I
show
want it live.
on air.
I feel like it becomes more authentic. Live
Yes.
is one of the greatest properties that anybody can own.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so much cooler. Like, radio's rad, and there's nothing. I will never take anything away from radio. It is the beginning of it all. Like, that's how everybody listened to.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first thing on radio? It was like, I don't even know what it was. World War One. What was the first thing broadcast on?
I think
two or one World
I think
War
they
One or
really
two?
made a thing something had to do with a Titanic.
Right? There was something back in the 1920s. Do I even know? Am I even close?
Yeah.
Are we even close? But yeah, dude, this one, it actually has visual aid, and you get to see Jeffrey's gorgeous face, his sweet groomed beard,
My
his
bald head.
shiny bald head, my bald head every once in a while, every time, I don't know.
It's
But
gonna be
dude,
we're
there's
gonna.
so many
I thought
positives about it.
We could call it's just us. It's gonna be two balds and one shaver.
Two balds, one shaver. That's what we're going with. I was like, tell my buddy, what was it? It was two captains, one America. You can do
Yeah.
that. You know, you can throw it out there. You can throw out all the fun names, like whatever it is. But dude, there's so many positive things that are coming out of it. Like, and the fact that you got all this rad experience from Saddleback, and like you got all these awesome, things to move forward with, which is so fun.
Well, it's like kind of from the beginning. It's if you build it, they will come. Because I've always wanted to do a podcast, but I think this was kind of the creating a backbone for
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Was doing all this radio business. Because, you learn how to slow down. You learn how to have an actual conversation, how to keep it entertaining.
Structurize it, like
And get to the
structuralize
point.
it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, getting to the point is such a big deal.
Yeah.
If you're ever on the show, anybody, like, just get to the point.
Yeah. Like a fellow close friend of mine. Love him to death. But yeah, it will be cool. It will be cool to have it at home. I have those SM7Bs. Those are
What's an SM7B?
Those
Jeff?
are like you see any podcast. Those are like the kings of the mics. Like
Yeah.
those are like the bad boys. Those are the ones that everybody has. I have the headsets, the headphones that you see almost everywhere. The Sony's, they're like $100 too, but they're like, the best ones you want to get.
Yeah, the Sony Super Sexes. Whatever, they're gorgeous. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're absolutely
And I got-
fantastic. You got all the top gear. Like, it's all the good stuff
Yes.
that you need to have a real podcast, which is so cool.
Sound quality is
Yeah.
above all.
It
I
is.
bought a
It's
$60
fantastic.
camera.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the only thing that I went cheapy on.
You
But-
might have to do a full each person display, and then we might have to do a thing where you cut it together.
But
yeah.
or you have someone sitting behind and just cutting to when whoever's speaking, because it's hard for
Right.
me to be talking and cutting cameras at the
Right.
same time. That's
And
really
pay 'em-
actually hard.
Pay him 20, or pay him a case of beer. You just go boom. here's a
Or
case of
yeah,
beer.
I could have my brother get involved, but like he's not always available at certain times, So it's like,
Right.
It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to offer something for each job. It's not a hard one. You just like, all right, press this button
boop,
and
boop.
put it on that
Little
camera.
switchboard.
No, there's like a hot button where you can. From what I've learned is that you can there's like settings. So if you have it like you want it a camera on all of us. Then you can do that, or you can if you want the whatever we're showing on the television, and then a picture-in-picture
Yeah.
on the corner. You can do that, so you can go 1, 2, and then if you want a third one where it's like just me talking, then there'll be a third hotkey, and then the fourth hotkey would be you talking. Stuff
it.
like that.
Love it.
But that means, having all like that'd be that's a 3-camera job.
Dude, or you get like a volunteer to come in and like go. They want to learn the biz too, or learn the whole situation
Intern.
as well. An intern. We get an intern. We get an intern. Like it's freaking Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
They're shooting their movie. It's the same thing, man. It's just everybody like. No joke. Since the beginning, I've always wanted to be involved with this. Once you were doing it, I'm like, wow, that's cool. And the first few times, I was so nervous to be here. I could not even breathe. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I didn't know what to do with my hands, and my voice was different. And then now I'm like, oh,
You're good at
comfort.
managing nerves in a way where I could tell because you were speaking in a lower frequency.
Right.
But you still didn't people coming in wouldn't know that you're nervous because they don't know who you are.
Right.
If any, unless his friends were listening, but even then they wouldn't know. But everybody has their things. Like I can tell when people are a little nervous. Your wife wasn't at all.
No, she loves it. She loves this stuff. She loves the camera. She doesn't care. She's like, bring it. The same way you guys.
Drew was a natural doing it. There's some people who are just naturals at it. Yeah, I was very nervous doing it the first time. It's has a nerve-wracking appeal to it, and that's what makes it fun. Is you should be doing things that scare you.
How would you pitch it to anybody? And like you said, there's only 6 or 8 people in the class right now.
Yeah.
What would you tell everybody instead of joining the podcast class for the radio class? What would you say? Would you be like, dude, why would you not join? Or why would you want to join the radio class? Or here's why you should join the radio class. Go.
I would say because you're put on the spot. Mm-hmm. You're forcing, and you're put. Pressure makes diamonds, baby. And I think there's a lot of pressure involved when you're sitting at a mic and you have to go. You have to be on. It doesn't even matter how many.
No edits.
Let's admit that there's not many people. I would like to think that there's hundreds of thousands of people listening, but there's probably not. But even that alone still creates this sense of panic and stress to speak and speak like you are talking to hundreds of thousands of people, because you don't it doesn't matter if you're speaking to 10 people or 100,000 people.
Right.
You still got to apply that pressure.
Dude, that's what it was. It was it was on the movie Contact. Okay, remember the movie Contact with Jodie Foster? It's my Aunt Jodie. That's what we call
your gal Jodie.
Our Aunt Jodie. So it was the first broadcast of radio that went to outer space. It was your boy AH. I don't want to say his name out loud. So AH was announcing the opening of the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That was the first radio broadcast.
I'll say they used Hitler as an example, but they were using it was kind of interesting how they used him.
That was the first one, though. That was the first radio broadcast.
Yeah.
And that's where it actually went into space, and they're like, oh my gosh, and they bounced it off satellites or whatever to do it for the whole world.
Yeah, because it takes forever for a radio signal to get out to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally. So that's what that was.
I wanted to talk about more space stuff. I have so much space stuff.
Let's do some outer space stuff today.
I have space articles up the butt.
Outer space, dude.
All right, let's take a little break. This is Time of Your Life by Bob Moses. You're live on the Jeffrey and Jeffrey Show. Stay tuned. We're going to talk space.
Yow.
This kind of sounds like space. Am I floating in space?
SpaceX, man.
Where am I?
My name is Jeff.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a real ID, literally today. In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Actually, I've heard that you can still fly, but it's going to take a lot longer for you to get on that flight. Or you'll need another acceptable form of identification like a passport. So don't wait. Find out how to get a real ID at tsa.gov/real ID. That's tsa.gov/real ID. Yeah. Or visit your local DMV, and then you'll be cleared for takeoff. By the way, I did that. I submitted my documents online. I made an appointment to get my real ID. I was in and out of the DMV in under 15 minutes. It's not as hard as you think. So just do it. Stop procrastinating and just do it. So again, get your real ID, and let me go to the next piece. You know what? I'm just going to go to the next song. This is Freak Like Me by Don Diablo. Prepare yourself for awkward transitions.
That's the joy of the Jeffrey, you see. It goes away, but then it comes back. Ah!
Welcome back to the Jeff and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It's Tuesday, May 6, 2025. It is currently 5:46 p.m. It does not get more live than that, folks. I am, of course, your host, Captain Jeff here.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I am also your chef,
mate.
Jeff. And I got my sous chef here,
Sous chef.
Mr. Adam Green up in this.
Sous chef and first mate.
The
Mr.
first
Adam
mates.
Green. Sous chef Adam.
Of course, thank you again for being here. As always, you're been such a great, lovely co-host.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Bring the heat, bring the energy. Let's get into some news.
Jeffy.
Bring it.
News. Lady Gaga drew a record-breaking 2.5 million fans to Rio's Copacabana Beach Saturday night for a free Mayhem on the Beach concert. Now the most attended show by a female artist. The 5-act performance featured songs from her new album Mayhem and classics like Paparazzi and Born This Way. The event surpassed Madonna's previous record at the same venue. I'm going to get to a list of the top 5.
Wow.
Brazilian police say 2 people were arrested for allegedly plotting a bombing. It was just some hoax. Some people called in.
Okay.
Gaga's team says no threats were communicated during the show and that safety protocols were closely coordinated with law enforcement. 39-year-old recently performed the same show in Mexico City. So here's a list of the top performing all time.
Can I jump in right there before you do?
You want to guess? Too?
Yeah, dude. I saw the end of it. I saw like right at the end of Gaga's thing.
Yeah.
Where she like burst into tears and she was like super emotional and she got nuts and she goes, dude, like you could see her face where she was actually touched. And
Yeah.
you're like, wow.
She's a
And-
performer.
yeah, but I took that as a real moment. I
Yeah.
took it as like a real moment and I'm like, okay, you're stoked as you should be in this moment because it was massive.
Did you see the image?
I saw the video. So which image are you talking
I'm talking about like an aerial image of all the people.
Oh, no.
It
I haven't even
looks-
seen that.
It's like terrifying.
2 million?
2.5. It's terrifying.
That's almost 3 million people.
Like one thing goes wrong, like actual goes wrong.
Yeah.
People are dying from stampedes. People are gonna get like someone's gonna fall on the ground.
But okay, Copacabana, this is in
It's
Brazil?
like it's like on a big like massive like not boardwalk but like a empty area alongside the water.
Okay.
And it like when you see it, you see this little stage
Okay.
and then just like glitters of people like stars looking into like the galaxy.
Where is it in Brazil?
It's in Brazil. It's
Okay.
it was in
Copacabana. I just,
Copa, not Coca.
Copa.
I'm getting it wrong too. Copacabana. So, do you want
At
to
the
guess who's the
Copa.
most?
Copacabana.
Who has the most ever?
Well, you said it was Madonna.
No. By female.
There's another
There's
female
someone
that's
that no. There's a
more?
male that has the most, and it actually
Ricky
happens to be
Martin?
at the same spot too.
Ricky Martin.
No. Do you want to guess again?
Brazilian, worldwide.
It doesn't. Don't think
All
of
right,
a
then I want to go back. Coldplay.
Rod Stewart.
Really?
Yeah.
What
and
year?
and it happened to be at Copacabana Beach.
What year?
1994, 3.5 million.
Wow.
And it was also a free concert.
Wow. That's awesome, dude.
But like you could also see the image from Lady Gaga,
Gaga.
that they were people were surrounding the stage, so they're not even seeing the show unless it was
Right.
unless there's screens behind or something like that.
wow.
So-
So you can hear it. They could all hear it.
Yeah, it's like it's being there is all that matters, right? So yeah, Rod Stewart's at 3.5. Then Jean-Michel Jarre in Moscow also has 3.5 million.
Dude, listen
I've
to
never
this.
even heard of this
Think
guy.
about this. Think about this. To get to 2 million, it's like 50,000 times 20.
Yeah,
So you have 50,000
that's like
times
50 Dodger stadiums.
Exactly. 50,000 Dodger stadiums, to get to 1 million. So
Yeah.
then times another one of those to get
Yeah.
to 2 million plus another half of those.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's 50 Dodger stadiums.
Yeah.
I mean, 125 Dodger stadiums. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
No.
wait.
It's
we gotta get this math right.
It's 225 Dodger stadiums.
20 in a million.
Yep. Which is 50,000. No,
So then 40.
20.
So 45 million. 50 million. And if it's 2.5. So there's 50,000. There's a little over 50,000
Hold
at
on,
Dodger
watch.
Stadium.
I'll break it down. Watch this. Okay, 50,000 Dodger Stadium. times 20 equals 1 million. Boom. So times 20 again would be times 40.
No, that'd be 50.
Plus another 10 would be boom.
Which I said because I'm a math
2.5.
genius.
So 50. You're right. Yes.
So then-
$50 Dodgers.
So then 3.5 million would be 70 Dodger stadiums.
Exactly.
So then Jean-Michael Jarre, I don't even know who that is. He has 3.5 million in Moscow.
I think it's
then
like
it's
a
Lady
classic,
Gaga
dude. Yeah.
at Copacabana Beach.
That's so rad.
And then Madonna at Copacabana Beach with 1.6 million. Then the Rolling Stones at Copacabana. Why is Copacabana? I guess it's the one that just fit.
Well, because
the biggest.
it can hold it.
Probably
can
hold it. Yeah.
Nowhere else can hold that on the planet, dude. Because I went to Outside Lands back in 2008, and that place was massive. And like I think Coachella is way bigger, right? Coachella can hold more than Outside Lands in San Francisco. Do you know?
I have no idea the
So yeah, I'm pretty
People
sure it's
occupancy.
bigger. So I don't know, man. But like that's massive. And you're saying it's on the beach? Is it on
yeah.
the
It's
beach?
like kind of like on the beach side, like
wow.
a massive beach terrace. I would say.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't
wouldn't go. I wouldn't
I'm not
deal with the
interested.
people.
I'm not interested
No.
at all. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
I thought this was pretty interesting.
Bring it.
A U.S. man who's been bitten by snakes over 200 times may have helped create a ground-breaking anti-venom. Tim Freed spent nearly 20 years injecting himself psychopath with deadly
Interesting.
snake venom, training his immune system to develop broadly neutralizing antibodies. Scientists have now used his blood to create an anti-venom that protected mice from 13 of the world's deadliest elapid, I don't even know what that word means, I should have looked that up, snakes, including cobras and mambas. Current treatments require matching venom types, but this new approach could lead to a universal anti-venom. Researchers say more testing is needed, but Freed says he's proud to be doing something good for humanity.
Yeah. So, the Cobra hood I was talking about for your lats. That's what you, that's what you want to build on the callback. Callback, you want
Nice
to build your
little callback
lats.
there.
Exactly. I don't know why you would ever want to do that. I remember our boy, our JK boy, Jason King, was actually doing that snake show. They were doing a snake show.
Yeah, I remember he did like the religious snake show.
Yes, and those people would let those snakes bite them, and some of them went to the hospital.
And
They
some of them
all
died. Like, oh, it's God's
Yes.
decision.
Yes, that means you're supposed to die. Then it's like, no, bro, you're just not supposed to play with snakes.
Yeah, you should not play with snakes.
Don't play with snakes, man. That stuff's
It's
crazy.
silly.
Yes, very silly.
Sorry to any religious people that have snakes involved, but
No,
you know,
you don't.
I just
if you're
I
listening to this show, you don't. That's an easy one.
don't- that's an easy one to.
Yes.
I don't mean to offend anybody, but you know, I'm gonna. Sovereignty surged past favorite journalism in the final stretch to win the 151st Kentucky Derby on a rain-soaked Saturday at Churchill Downs. The 7-1 shot gave trainer Bill Mott his second Derby victory and ended a 13-race Derby drought for owner Godolphin. The global stable of Dubai ruler Sheikh Mohammed. Oh, okay. Okay, so I hear
This is good stuff.
I'm reading this horribly right now.
Do you want me to interject? Do you want me to jump in?
What do you want to say?
I was going to say, they said that every horse in that race was descendants of Secretariat.
Yeah.
That was the best fact that I heard about that whole thing. That was so gnarly.
Yeah, I heard like
Secretariat's like, bum, 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 bum. I'm everywhere. And just, yeah.
he's like what's his name from
John Holmes?
the Mongolia.
Oh, I thought you.
Genghis Khan.
I thought you meant-
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, exactly. He's like Genghis Khan. He literally owned the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's all him.
It capped a winning weekend for the Sheik, whose horses also took the Kentucky Oaks and Britain's 2000 Guinness. Sovereignty, ridden by Junior Alvarado, finished the 1.25-mile race in 2 minutes 2 seconds and paid out nearly $18 to win.
That's all right. That's pretty good. It's 20 horses. I mean, at least.
Yeah. So
it's
if you
20
bet
horses.
if you bet $1, you'd win $18.
No, so you bet $2. It was 9-1. So if you win
Or 7 to 1. It said 7 to 1 shot.
Oh, 7-1. There you go. So it's 7-1. Probably it went off at the last minute at 9-1. But yeah, because if you're winning 18, that's what it is. Oh no, there you go. Because you had 2. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, we used to
don't
do a lot of
horses
pony
anymore.
betting in
I don't do horses anymore. I don't know.
Vegas.
That's
It's like
so true.
still one of my favorite things to do in Vegas.
It's only because it was free drinking when you would do that.
Yeah, because you literally you would
free drinks.
Because all you do is bet the minimum amount.
Yes.
That will get you a free drink, and you would bet the amount. So you bet for
But
the horse to
that's gonna
show.
win. Yes.
Like you'd bet the most probable horse to show. I've done that. I've recommend this multiple times if you ever want to just sit at a sports book and not lose your money.
It's true.
But yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
You bet the probable horse to win to show.
To
on
show.
the bet. For
That means
$20.
first, second, or third place. That means to show.
So you're winning about you bet $20, you win $2, and that is the tip money that you give the person to come over and give you a drink.
And you're just sitting there in a comfortable chair in AC,
Yes.
watching a lot of sports.
Yes.
And then maybe if you want to get nuts, put $1 on an unlikely bet.
But yes, that is the most fun way to do Vegas, and just sit there and you can get very blitzkrieged the entire afternoon.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Okay, guess what? There might be a new planet in our solar system. Scientists have found signs of a hidden planet lurking, creepy, in the far reaches of our solar system. And an international team analyzed decades-old infrared sky surveys and identified a pair of dots, possibly the same object, suggesting a massive, slow-moving world dubbed Planet 9. The hypothetical planet could be 5 to 10 times Earth's mass and take 10,000 years to orbit the sun. While some experts remain skeptical, citing limited data and faint signals. Why am I signals? Others are intrigued. More answers may come soon. While Chile's Vera C. Rubin Observatory is set to scan the outer solar system in unprecedented details later this year. So that's kind of crazy. Like, it's like, are they just excluding Pluto? They said Planet 9. I'm like, what about Pluto? Why are we just excluding Pluto all of a sudden?
No, they've been excluding Pluto for a little while. They
I
almost
know.
think the Eris.
Not all of a sudden, but they've been. I don't know even why. I thought they brought Pluto back though.
They still talk about it, but they won't let him back in.
I don't. What is this?
Because there's a belt of those little rocks out there, and they're like, it's just as big as those rocks. So we'd have to name all those planets. That's what
true.
they say.
Okay.
So
is it the Kuiper Belt? I think.
Yeah. No, I think that one's in a different spot. But the whole idea is, maybe you might be right, but I'm not sure. And so, but the whole idea is to bring a new planet in. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, how do they not notice this thing at all? And if it's that big, how many times the size of Earth? You got to be
5
kidding.
times.
That doesn't even make sense, you guys.
It's probably
And we're always finding new things. It's like, what do you mean? Everything's always going to be we're always going to be finding new things. It's like, which is awesome. But at the same time. No, like, how did you not see this one yet? They
How have
all
we not seen
got
this
to
one
be
yet?
going the same way. They're not going like this. They're going like this, and
Yeah.
like all you've got to do is keep a little camera out
How
there.
it's kind of like disappointing. I'm disappointed in our
Exactly.
space. Travels, explorations. Yeah,
exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Everything
a
they're
little
doing.
disappointed.
I know. I agree.
But have you seen those images from Hubble of all the planets? Like, so gorgeous.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And like the colors. The colors are the
Yes.
same. And you're like, are these for real? Is this the actual colors? Or is this infrared scanning or whatever? But like, this is supposed to be the actual colors. Go. Sorry.
Did you see the 500 gigabyte picture of the moon?
Yeah,
Where
dude.
it's like, it's not just white. It's like
not
blue
white.
and red and like all these
Of course
different
it's
colors.
Not white, dude. It's blown up all these different materials that have been on Earth because a moon's supposed to be, it should have been part of the Earth, but it got hit by an asteroid and so it blew the moon off the Earth. Everything's crazy. Like,
You watch your language there, sir.
Did I say a bad word?
No, I'm just being immature.
I know. I'm like, I didn't say a bad word, did I? I said
right.
blew the moon off the Earth. I swear. I
All
didn't
right,
say anything.
Legal ID's got to come. It's the 6 p.m. hour.
With today's best jazz.
KCSN HD2 Northridge. KSBR HD2 Mission Viejo.
Online at ksbr.org. The Jeffrey Show.
Who could be scared of a Jeffrey? My name is Jeff.
Turn the dial to the sound you need. Jeff and Adam taking the lead. Every weekday groove, you know. Tune in live to the radio show. Go check yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up around. Adam Green in perfect time. On the airwaves making noise. Jeff and Adam, they're your boys. Smooth conversation late at night. Bumping tunes, it feels so right. Go check yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. Waves making noise. Jeff and Adam, they're your boys. Smooth conversation late at night. Bumping tunes, it feels so right. Go check yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. The birds we shout, dynamic duo, there's no doubt. Pouring flavor on the flow. Jeff and Jeffrey's got the show. Catch them live, it's pure delight. Morning, noon, and late at night. Bands are quick, the jokes on point. Rocking every single joint. Go check yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. Go check yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme.
There's a better hip hop song that I have. I can't seem to find it, but I'll get the other one. This one's kind of like, I don't know. But it has a summertime beat, so whatever. Welcome back to the Jeffing Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It is Tuesday, May 6, 2025. It is the top of the 6 p.m. hour. I am, of course, your host, Chef Jeff, here to Jeff your evening up. And, of course, I got my co-host here, Mr. Adam Green.
584 feet. Look at my headset, dude. Yes. Oh wait, there it is. That's why I was like,
I know. I hate when that. I always get those crossed up because like the headset will like flip out all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was trying to spin it. Okay, there we go.
Let's go to another. You know what? Sometimes I'm not prepared, and right now I'm not prepared. But let's just. I have all it. Well, I am prepared, but I'm going to subjects that I want to talk about here. So what is the fascination all of a sudden with this whole 100 gorillas versus or 100 humans versus
Chuck Norris.
one gorilla? You know, like I love it because I've watched these videos where it's not just like there's a lot of these going on. It's not just like 100 humans versus one gorilla. It's like 1 million Trojan army from back in the Trojan days versus like 100 U.S. military. You know, and you'd see how they face off. Or it'd be like Jesus versus 1 million zombies, you know, stuff like that, just random, like, or Hulk versus, you know, it's just like whatever, like you can think of that would be a fun matchup to see what would happen. They did one was 100,000 Mike Tysons versus 10,000 gorillas. Mike Tyson won that one, but
he finally won. So he beat the gorillas.
They finally won. It was like a 37-day battle. No, they usually like you can literally sit and watch this. It's like the ultimate. I gotta look up the name. It's like the ultimate matchup generator or something like that. But like basically, you can watch like this program. You know, I don't know how you exactly do it, but I think you can give the attributes to each character, and then they face off with each other, and you say what would be an even match. So it's always interesting to watch, and it will go for like 20 to 30 minutes, and you can fast forward it, of course, just to see how it all plays out. But it's kind of fun to watch. For me, I don't know. It's just a video game. It's not reality, but for some reason it's fun. And now they've really gotten into the whole idea of 100 humans versus one gorilla, which is why did that become the popular thing?
Okay, so yes, AI rips for that. They absolutely rip for that. Like AI, and it's hard for me to call AI. I always want to say fast Google. Fast Google is fast. I still don't think it's AI. I don't think it's anywhere near AI. I think it's fast Google. Okay, so fast Google is I'm going to call it that while you're going to call it this. And I know I'm going against the grain on this, but this is one where I stand my ground. But okay, dude, That's so rad. I'd watch that anytime. And like, I will watch that. That's so entertaining. It's just, it's like watching a TV show. It's just any kind of Avengers. You know what I mean? It's like with the gorillas and that. It's like the the one gorilla versus 100 men is genius.
Yeah,
because it's true. It's like the fist versus 100 men. Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna kill a gorilla? Like, you're gonna have to jump on its back and poke its eyes out with your thumbs. And how are you actually gonna pull that off and rip their thumbs out without distracting them and grouping together and working together with the other men and the whole crew? Okay, go, Jeff.
Well, here's how I'd look at it.
Yes.
It would be 100% the humans versus the one gorilla are all in on taking each other down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because gorillas and people are going to run away from each other and they're going to try to avoid disputes. But let's say they're like drug fueled on something and there's like, I want to destroy my enemy.
Right.
So I would say if a handful of these humans start off the rip are going to die because like the gorilla is gonna smash a few of them in the head and scratch some eyeballs out or whatever. But what they would have to do, the strategy would be, is that it would just have to all pile on him and rip
their eyeballs out.
No,
you have to rip their eyeballs out and then.
Well, I'm saying
like
the humans. If the humans were to win against the gorilla, they would have to like kind of like dogpile this guy, grab the arms like a human straight coat jacket, and that would be the only way I could see how that.
Do you know how strong they are? Like they're so.
But they're like
strong.
5 times though. They're not like. I mean, that's not 5
Is
times.
that only? They're only 5
I heard
times?
that they're like 5 times. So
yes, everybody's got to work
I sent
together.
you like something where like this guy that specializes in apes. He says it would take like 30 to 40 humans to take out a gorilla.
He's all, I've got your answer. It's 30 to 40.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you could do it. Just it's like Gladiator when he goes. He's all, we can win this if we stick together.
Yeah, it's a stick together thing.
And that's what you have to do. That's the only way. Navarro says, he's all, F yes, I'd watch. He'd watch any of them.
I watch it in real life.
Yeah, we watch them all. Chuck Norris takes down 1,000 gorillas by himself.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Like, it's so
like,
fun. It's pure entertainment.
Well, the game,
what
it is they just set characteristics and like whatever their attributes are so that they can make the Jesus like infinitely powerful.
Yeah.
And then the zombies can just be like whatever, they can just have like so it's like kind of interesting to watch. There's so many that you can watch of these.
Are you watching The Last of Us right now? That reminds me.
Yes.
Yes. So what do you think?
Well, given the fact that I have played the first and second
really you played those
Last
games?
of them, and I played both of them twice because I'm a big Call of Duty fan, but like with this game, the story is so good in the video game.
Yes.
That's why they're making it a movie.
Did you know that Pedro was gonna kaput?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Like it makes the whole plot of these. It could be two more seasons from this.
Okay.
So it could be 1-2 more seasons.
But can they let it go after that? Not drag it
They
on.
haven't
like
made another
Walking
video
Dead
game, so I don't know how they would even like. There hasn't been anything written. It's all created by this guy Neil Druckmann,
right?
And I like to watch the follow-ups where they do the interviews of the creators of the show.
Should I watch these?
Yeah, because then it will encapsulate everything and like you'll like kind of get an understanding of what's going on here.
I got a question though.
Yeah,
I got a question.
The first one in the front row
one,
there.
the only
the
one
bald man in the front row.
Bald guy in the front row. The 45-year-old, the front row. Dude, but okay, wait a sec. For the people that are actually watching this show that don't know this and don't watch these things, how can they put so much information in the post-show? Like, why would they do that? Why would they say, hey, watch the post-show to actually get the information? Why don't they give you the information in the show?
Well, I'm saying it's just a recap of I think they give a lot of good information on the show.
I do too.
But I'm saying it's just
enough.
like it just reinforces the like what they're trying to go after here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler. Like, I'll try not to say it. Let's see. How can I say it? But like, there's still someone's gonna die that's important in the show.
It's episode 2. It's like 2 weeks ago.
But
so
this is the whole
whoopsie
driving
daisy.
plot. This is gonna be the whole driving plot of 2 girls, and it's gonna be a whole revenge tale.
Yeah.
And
No,
you're
they're
gonna
rad.
you're gonna
They're
see what's gonna like what they say in the show where I think the brother says it of Pedro Pascal.
Right.
He says we don't want to see him become. We don't want to see Ellie become what's his name?
Yeah.
Because
Joel.
he did some bad ish.
Yeah, Joel.
Joel kept to keep her alive. He killed a bunch of people
Right.
in the show to keep her alive, even though she was going to help the greater good.
Yeah.
So he stopped the greater good from being saved.
Right. I mean, okay, so I feel like this is always the deal with the zombie shows. Is like help the greater good. You got to
Yeah.
help the greater good, which makes everybody want to watch.
And then he
like,
stopped it.
yeah, it makes everybody want to watch, and they're like they dig in. Everybody's like, okay, cool. But at the same time, you're like, dude, just I want to make more Pedro. I want more Pedro. You could have stuck around for some more episodes because he's that good. He's got that much star power. And I know they're riding on her now, and the people's likability for the young girl. I don't know her name, Ellie.
Yeah.
But I don't know her real name. I was having a hard time liking her until probably the most recent episode.
Yeah,
and so
she's
like now I'm like, okay,
she looks nothing like the actual character.
yeah, and that's why I'm like, okay,
But like Pedro Pascal, like it's two like white like Americans, and Pedro
Right.
Pascal looks more Spanish looking.
yes, for sure.
So, but like he's still like the handsome gentleman, and so is his brother. Like his brother is gonna play him. He's supposed to play a massive role in the whole rest of the show. And I love that. Who they brought back was I gotta get his name really quick. He was in Westworld, but he was actually the voice in Last of Us 2 for the video game, and they brought him back as the main guy who's the head of
James Marsden.
of the Wolves.
Pretty
the
please,
Wolves.
James Marsden. Who is it?
I gotta get his name.
Tell me it's James Marsden. I love when this guy finishes second. Please tell me.
No, it's not James Marsden. He's
Mr. Second Place.
no. He's no, he was in. Oh, God, I'm forgetting. I have to get his name. Jeffrey Wright.
So
Jeffrey-
yeah, he's completely in.
So
he's
Jeffrey
the
Wright-
guy that goes from the wolves to the other side.
No, he becomes the leader of
becomes
the
a
Wolves.
wolf. Yeah, he becomes a wolf.
So remember, he's like the
Yes.
SWAT guy.
Yes.
So you just saw the recent
He
one.
goes everybody. He throws the grenade.
Yeah.
in there.
So
Okay.
he's
Sorry, I don't wanna say
he
too
actually
much.
is the voice in the actual video game, and they brought him back.
Really?
Because I'm
That's
like,
cool.
his voice sounds so familiar, and I'm like, I had to
Yes.
look up and I'm like, oh, they're bringing him back
That was
because
one
he's
of
an
the coolest
HBO.
scenes.
He's like an HBO Avenger,
He's an
basically.
icon. Yeah, he's an icon for them. Like, but that whole grenade scene was legit.
Yeah.
And yes, he's fantastic. Yeah, I only watched the first 2 or 3 max seasons of the other show, Westworld.
Yeah.
Because it got
There's only 4.
ridiculous. Yeah, it got ridiculous. And I'm all, no. Like, once they went to the future world, I'm like, okay, I don't care anymore.
It was really cool, but like the problem was, here's the
Yeah.
basic problem.
What was
it
it?
was like 2 to 3 years between each season, and you're like, I don't even remember what happened.
Exactly. And you're like, I let it go already, dude. It's gone. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. But yeah, I don't
Jeffrey
know.
Wright's so good.
Jeffrey Wright is the ultimate character actor. Him and Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
There's a couple other guys that can work with that. Jeffrey Wright is fantastic. He can play anybody.
I'm looking. So that torture scene he did in Last of Us.
Yes.
that was like almost on point of what was going
That was
on.
really good.
It was almost like the guy that was being tortured looked exactly like the other guy. Yeah,
when he
that
puts
was
his
nuts.
hand out. When he puts his
He's like,
hand out.
there's no beating this guy. He's not
all,
gonna give me
"Go
any
ahead,
information.
dude." And he's all, gosh darn it.
There's no information. Yeah, that we're gonna get
That
from
was
him.
excellent. I've never seen that in a movie or a television show or anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was excellent.
Yeah,
I was blown away.
And that, like they're not. What's great about the show is they're not straying away from the video game, because the video game itself, they just got to stick to the script, kind of close to it. Like the spoiler alert.
Yeah, you guys should be listening.
The episode where they
Watching
get
it, so
attacked
you
by
know.
a whole horde.
Yeah.
That never happens in the video game.
Really?
But it could have happened. They'd still survive. The city
Right.
still survives. So it's not like the end of the city, because it kind of looked like it was going to be the end of the city.
Right.
But like they just threw that in there.
Here's what I'm like when I'm watching that and I see like an attack of the 2 girls and it's the zombies going nuts, the mushroom zombies.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I don't even get worried because I know they're main characters.
They can't die. Well,
So
then
you're
the
like, I'm
story
like,
ends.
they're main characters. Like they're not going
Well,
anywhere.
she's got the whole idea of being immune.
Right.
She can't. That's such an important part of the story. That whole scene where they're trapped, like that you know how like the theme and the branding of the season 2 is like the
Yes.
whole red marker lighter. What do you call those things?
I don't know, infrared or scanner.
When you throw them into like a dark place and it's like a light up of the room. It's like you like
glow
see it,
in the dark.
it's like when you see a car accident and they throw them on the ground.
Oh, flares.
Flares, yeah, that's I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah.
That there's literally a video like in the video game. There's a scene where you're cornered and you're supposed to get the zombies to attack these people.
Really?
Yeah,
Weird.
it's like cool to see like they're like sticking to like the video game in a way.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And I don't know. I just these zombies are better than Walking Dead. And
But like,
I
are they
just-
scarier than 28 Days Later? Because like they also can run just like 28 days later.
No, 28 days later are faster. The same as the World War Z ones are
Those are
faster.
scary, too.
And that's why I was about to do it. I didn't want to hammer Walking Dead, and I don't want to hammer these zombies. But those were the two scary zombies, World War Z, and that's exactly where I was going. It was 28 Days Later and World War Z. Those are the best.
I've never watched
zombies.
28 Days Later.
Or
I know.
28 Days, at least the first one.
I've never watched
Cillian
it.
Murphy.
No, I've never watched it.
Oh, dude,
I probably
watch
should
this
watch
tonight.
it.
Watch
I
it
know
tonight.
the third one's supposed to come out
It's
soon.
the scariest zombie movie.
All right, I'm gonna
Because
watch it now in the 3-minute summation on the YouTube.
They were the first ones to make zombies fast.
Yeah, and that's important. Like, because they do in like Zombieland, they exploit that whole fact
Yes.
that like they're slow.
Yeah, no, this is the first one to make zombies fast.
Yeah,
And
that's always scary.
no joke. There's nothing scarier than a fast zombie. And because then Dawn of the Dead came out, the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
With Sarah Polley.
I've seen that
and
one.
all
That's a
those
good.
dudes.
That's
Yeah.
a well done one.
They're
That's Zack
fast
Snyder.
zombies.
That's Zack
Yes,
Snyder, by the way.
exactly. Oh, dude, see, great movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's
fast zombies.
We could keep going on movies.
gonna play-
We could go one movie to another.
Okay.
Let's take a little break. This is Make Me Weak by Ferric Dawn. You're live on the Jeffrey and Jeffrey
Do it,
Show.
do it, do
Stay tuned.
My name is Jeff.
Ooh, what beautiful scenery. Now I must take a selfie at this steep cliff. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Oh wait, I tripped and now I'm falling to my death. Now I'm back as a dumb ghost reading this PSA. Folks, when you feel the need to take a selfie, be sure you are aware of your own surroundings, such as a rock or a log near a steep cliff. After all, you don't want to be remembered for dying from a cliff selfie. Brought to you by the Jeffy and Jeffrey Association and the Jeffed Up Council.
That's the joy of the Jeffrey, you see. It goes away, but then it comes back.
Welcome back to the Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio.
Love
It's
it, love it,
Tuesday,
love it. Can't wait
May
to listen.
6th, 2025. It is almost 6:25 p.m. It is so freaking live. I can't even take it. Okay,
Dude, it's cold outside and it's about to be hot this week. It's about to be
I know.
real hot. Hard.
it's real hot. It's supposed to be real hot.
Super hot.
Firing hot. Like I'm actually
be
looking forward to
gorgeous.
some heat.
I know.
I'm gonna be up in LA on Friday. I'm gonna be laying out.
Wild animal.
I'm gonna be laying out at the Pendry pool like a G.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in my bikini.
Yes.
my mankini.
Are you really gonna wear a mankini? No. Why not?
I
Just do it.
wear like 70 short
You're in
board
WeHo.
shorts.
You're in WeHo. You can wear a full-blooded mankini if you want it. It doesn't matter anymore. Nobody cares.
What are you
man.
talking about? When we lived in West Hollywood, we would not do that at all. We would
I
go
still have my da-dun-da-duns that I bought at the.
to Duntadas.
You don't remember Blue Crush when he goes da-da-da-da?
Yeah,
He's
no,
all about
yeah,
da-da-da-das. But yeah, I saw my Blue Crush da-da-da-das that I bought next to the place off of Santa Monica and whatever. I don't know, one of those streets, and Melrose-ish. But yeah, dude, you have the da-dun-da-duns. You can wear the da-dun-da-duns.
I have like
WeHo.
I have like the sexy like old school board shorts where they go halfway up from your knees to your pelvis.
You're gonna feel out of style.
No, I'm
because
being so in style.
You're gonna be in
Trust me,
style?
I
You're
know
gonna be
what
in style?
trust me. I have the shorts
Everybody
for him.
trust him. He's got the shorts.
Trust me, I got the shorts.
I've got the shorts.
That's like, what if you use that in a movie line? Trust me, I've got the shorts.
I've got the shorts. She's got the look.
I got the power.
You've got the look. You've got the look. She's got the look. I don't remember what it was.
No, we were singing this song. You got the
You've
looks.
got the look. Yeah.
I got the power.
That's the Boogie Nights hit right there.
Your boy's
Yes.
gonna love that one.
Oh, bring it. Navarro! Okay.
Did you hear that Cheez-Its is coming out with frozen pizza?
Finally.
Like, isn't that like a finally for them? Right?
I don't know. Like, why wouldn't they come out with that? But
That
like,
seems like such a win for them. Why aren't they doing frozen? Like, I feel like that's such their niche.
okay, dude, but Cheez-It is like orange cheese only. Like that's mozzarella.
Yeah, but if they
versus
stick to their
orange cheese
flavor
cheddar.
profile and put that onto a pizza,
I don't know, man.
get out
That's-
of town.
I pass. I pass.
hey,
Navarro texts and he goes, yo.
Yeah.
But okay. Only because Cheez-Its is like orange cheese and pizza's like white mozzarella cheese.
True, but
What?
I mean, it's like don't hate it until you knock it, right?
Yeah, I'm not
like
gonna-
you never know. It might be really good.
Don't wait until you knock it. Don't knock it until you hate it.
What did I say? Did I say
Don't wait
backwards?
until you knock it. Yeah, that's great. Classic.
Well, yeah. I mean, that Better Goods pizza that I from Walmart is supposed to be really good. Your Walmart by you? Does it have a pizza section, like frozen pizza section?
So we are
Because mine doesn't.
okay. Yes,
It's
ours,
bogus.
Oh wait, maybe ours doesn't.
Because like
I've
the
never
one in
looked.
San Clemente does, and then I think the one in Costa Mesa does.
Okay. So I only go to that Walmart for lemonade and then yogurt.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think exactly what I go to that Walmart for. Lemonade, yogurt, and sometimes I get sausages, like Adele's sausages. But yeah, I don't really go to that
Next time
Walmart
you're
that
there,
much.
because you live like super close to it,
Dude, it's so close.
let me know because I really want to get some better. I want to try this Better Goods pizza. I heard it's really good.
I don't think they have frozen pizza, but we go
Walmart-
Spindrifts too. So they have
But
Spindrifts.
Walmart has the Better Goods pizza,
Yeah.
and I've heard it's been recommended.
Goods.
And then Kevin Galvez, he tried it. That's the one that in San Clemente has frozen
Is
pizza.
that how you say his last name? Galvez.
Galvez.
I knew a Galavese.
Galavese.
How do you spell his last name? G-A-L-A-V-I-Z
Galivez.
V-E-Z.
Yeah.
V-E-Z.
So did you watch? Have you seen American Primeval?
Which one's that?
It's on Netflix. It's a Peter Berg show.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about how the Mormons took over Utah, basically.
Oh, rad. Okay, I watched a half of one episode, fell asleep, didn't start another one.
Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah.
Taylor Kitsch is in it.
I let it go because I did not like Taylor Kitsch in that.
Why?
I think no. Well, okay. I have a thing with him, and we all hung out. Were you there the one night we all hung out?
No, but our
stories.
mutual friend
We told
Beth
stories, yeah.
was a publicist for him.
Exactly. Okay, sweet dude. Love it. Love him. Fudge Skulls. He's the raddest dude. I have nothing against the dude, but I feel like he cannot lead a show. I feel like he is the ultimate supporting actor. I think he is so good at supporting acting, it's ridiculous. But because he's such a good character actor, but as a lead, I feel like he falls short only because his character acting steals frames and they don't give him the best dialogue as a lead. That's my own.
I don't
personal
think it's
opinion.
his fault though. If that's from
Expand.
your perspective, I
Yeah,
don't think it's his
expand.
fault because I do think he has a lot of talent. He just sometimes you
Yes.
just got to get that role, man.
I
Where
agree, dude.
it's like remember the whole explanation of Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yes.
where he's slowly getting
I just watched that again.
where
the
he's
other
slowly
day.
becoming the heavy, and the heavy is like the guy that always gets beat up, gets killed. You know, like he's kind of had Taylor Kitsch has had some unfortunate roles where big blockbuster movies that the most original comic book movie that he was in was terrible.
Carter.
John Carter.
Yes.
Awful. He did that
Terrible.
that battleship movie. Awful.
Battleship.
Yeah. So he's offers on someone. He's on zeros on some of
Those
these.
were his lead movies, dude.
Yeah, and so he's had some bad luck. But I do think like I think
Savages.
he did so well. So he did get casted from Painkiller, which is also done by Peter Berg. I just do think him as a lead, he can do well. It's just he hasn't gotten that
Taylor Swift, just in case you're tuning in.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Kitsch.
I'm
Taylor
kidding.
Kitsch. He's a great actor. I like him on screen. That
I
show,
love
that
him on
movie,
screen.
Savages, was
That's what I
great.
said, Savages.
And
Yeah.
then also the other guy's kind of experiencing the same thing. The guy in Savages.
Yes.
The co-star. He was Kick-Ass.
Aaron Taylor Paul.
Yeah, he was Kick-Ass.
Aaron Johnson Jailer,
Yeah.
or whatever his name is.
But he's such a good. I just think that he hasn't gotten like the role that really has leveled him up, because because you can also get leveled down based off those movies that weren't good, that got panned like royally, like
Oh, yes. Okay. So
he's kinda
I
gonna-
agree with
he's-
you at 1,000,000,000%. He had this massive hit with Friday Night Lights, and he kind of became the lead of that show.
Yeah.
And he became the lead only because he was so. Everybody was following him. Everybody was like, "Dude, this is the guy. This is the guy I want to be like. This is the guy I want to emulate. Like, this is the dude." You know, he was so tough, and he got the head cheerleader, and he was like the coach's favorite, etc. But dude, at the same time, past that, I have not seen him become one character in any movie that has been likable or became a star or became anything that anybody was like stoked about.
Watch all of Savages then, or not Savages.
Savages,
Watch all of American Primeval then.
Okay, so I have to
Because
watch
he did
I
such
did
a
the
good job.
first- Yeah,
And it's one of it. I'm like looking at the ratings on IMDb right now.
Yeah.
It's his highest rated show. It is really good. It's like these Americans, this one American woman and
It's
her
the Mormon
son trying to
church
get
taking
across.
over, right? And
What's
it's
that?
like it's the
the
Mormon
Mormon church
trying to
basically
take over.
taking over Utah.
So I let it go because I was watching 1923.
Yeah, it's kind
and I
of
was-
hard to watch both at the same time.
Exactly. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to watch 1923 because I love Harrison Ford and what's her name? Helen Mirren. And I'm like, dude, I'm watching this instead. And the dude that was the lead in that was murdering it.
Harrison Ford.
No, not even
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
The dude that became.
He was like the safari expert guy.
The new generation.
Handsome dude.
The new generation.
And I think he's not going to be that.
The new generation of Dutton. He was so bad.
I keep seeing like memes with him and Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, because
I don't even know what the joke is or whatever it is, but he's like more handsome than what's his name from Top Gun.
oh, he's way more handsome than that guy. Because that guy's got little itty bitty legs. He's got super short legs, and this guy's full handsome, full size, and he's normal and he's quiet. But the whole thing is the other guy from Top Gun is Mr. Condiments. So that's neat. Good for him. Okay. So, yeah, no, bringing it back to Taylor Kitsch. Taylor Kitsch, keep going, dude. You're going to find your role the same way Ari Gold did. Ari Gold.
Hold on, I'm
found
just
his
getting a
role.
call from Taylor Kitsch. He said, "Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Grade, for the advice."
Jeremy Piven found his role at Entourage. You will find your
Glenn
role.
Powell is the name I was looking
Glenn
for.
Powell. But dude, it took a minute for him to find his role and his character. He will find his character. It's just gonna happen.
I think you should watch American Primeval because it is so well done. It is so
Did
brutalic.
he finally find it?
It is, and he plays the lead hero guy.
Yeah.
He does. It's just like. I think it's just a role that he needs to elevate himself a little bit. He needs to go a little bit slow. He can't just go, "Hey, I'm John Carter, and I'm a star of a movie." I think he needs to keep going slower, and like maybe get a best supporting actor.
Yeah, the world's not buying
Nomination.
it. They're not buying it. And at the same time, there's going to be a new Superman in about a week. You know what I mean? There's a new Superman in about 3 weeks. And at the same
And
so
you could also look at him the same as you do with Zac Efron.
Yeah, exactly.
Zac Efron can't seem to get he does get some decent roles,
Some good traction.
but he can't seem to break to the next level for some reason.
I
They
don't
won't
know
let him
if
go.
he wants to. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
he wants to.
but maybe Taylor Kitsch is that same way. Maybe he's a humble dude. Maybe doesn't need to.
If you're doing a movie like John Carter, you're trying to
But
break
he-
through. Did Zac Efron do a movie like John Carter?
Zac
don't think so.
Efron. Let's look it up really quick because we got to take a little music break here. No, Zac Efron has done like Baywatch, which was supposed to be great, like, you know, a big movie, but it was.
But The Rock
royally
was the
sucked.
star of that. The Rock was the star of that. And I'd still
No,
watch
but
that
no,
movie. I'll
Zac
watch that
Efron
movie
was
anytime.
right next to him in that Baywatch poster.
I love Efron and I love The Rock, and I'll watch that movie anytime.
So he did the Iron Claw,
I love that movie too.
but that's all there was all stars in that. Like
That was an indie film.
yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you, like,
Yeah, he hasn't done
Kitch
much.
will find his role. And like, if this is the role, I'll go back and watch it. Which channel is that on again?
On the Netflix channel.
All right, I'll watch it again.
No, I'm telling you, I think it's
episode
worth
2.
a watch because like Peter Berg knows. He did the whole heroin.
Peter Berg's fantastic. He learned from my boss.
He did
learned
the
from
whole.
Michael
Yeah,
Mann.
he was his
What do you want me to
understudy,
say?
right?
Yes.
Basically,
Yes.
under Michael Mann.
Yes. What do you want me to? He learned from him on.
But did you see
Collateral.
Painkiller?
Which one's that?
That's all about the heroin, the Sackler family, and in the opiate crisis and such.
Recent?
Yeah, that came out like the series. That was like the last thing that Kitch did. He was like the one that got addicted to the opioids, and then
I didn't see it.
yeah.
Was he good in that?
Oh, it's really good. But what sucks
Kitch
about
is
that?
good, but he's probably.
You know what's funny?
He's probably like an assistant actor or whatever. He's like,
So Peter Berg has done two things that are like just like they did another like Painkiller thing before that.
Yeah.
A Painkiller show with the original not the original Batman. Can't think of his name right now. We're so good at like
Keaton,
remembering things.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
Christian
Michael
Bale.
Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton did a heroin movie or a show, a series, all the same idea
Right.
as Painkiller. Then American Primeval comes out, but then there's 1923.
right.
It's like not fair that like Peter Berg's putting out this stuff that's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, there's already this happening. Like the show is already happening. You're
Right.
kind
They
of
usually
late.
come in threes, but it's been coming
Or
in
twos.
It's been coming in twos. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Well, let's take a little break.
Take a break.
We gave you a lot of information there.
It was a conversation.
A lot of conversation. You know. I hate when people like expect you to remember everything
Well, here you go.
on
Bullet
reference.
points. Bullet points. Taylor Kitsch can't
Taylor Kitsch.
lead a whole show.
Same with
He's very good.
Same
at
with
coloring.
Zac Efron, kind of in the same boat.
Same boat.
Peter Berg is also kind of going second into things that are already happening.
Wow, hit. Good hit. Good hit.
So, all right, well, let's take a little break. You're on live on the Jeffrey and Jeffrey Show. We'll take a little quick break. Whoa. Stop. I'm sorry. You know what? I've become so unprofessional here. But let's get into it, BSA. Yeah, well, we got into a heated conversation about how Brad Pitt and Benicio del Toro look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It is Tuesday, May 6, 2025. If you're curious what that song was, it's called Just What I Said by High Beam. Nice little remix of
Beam.
that
High
Radiohead song. I love that song. I was talking about how we were talking off the air, how my theory is why they won't ever put a Benicio del Toro or Brad Pitt in the same movie, because they literally look like each other. They look like brothers.
Like a Spanish version of Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt of the Caucasian version
Yeah.
of himself.
Exactly. Like if you get images of them when they're young, they look exactly alike. Like they're like Spanish version American
That's
white.
rad.
I've looked it up.
I love it. I don't have a contradiction to that. I don't have a contrary to that. I think that's awesome, and I love it. But dude, yes, absolutely.
And he's just as pretty. Like Benicio del Toro didn't get enough credit for how handsome and good looking as Brad Pitt is.
because he looks so darn tired all the time. No joke. He looks so freaking
like,
tired. He looks like he's like, dude, my kids kept me up all night long.
But just look him up as young. He's just as pretty as Brad Pitt.
Okay, I know how pretty I am, and like my kids kept me up all night, every night, and that's the way we are right now. And like,
Maybe he's had like 70 kids.
maybe he did.
He's
but,
just
like,
tired
dude,
from all his children.
Yes, I'm exhausted, and I understand if he's tired. If he's tired looking, I understand. I can look at you and go, dude, you've had kids.
Let's
It's
talk
like,
some
we
more
get it.
Netflix shows.
Bring
Have you
it.
watched Black Mirrors? All of them this new season?
I've watched like 3. I haven't
God,
watched.
it's
I haven't
so
watched
good.
them all. Do you like them all? You
I
them?
liked them all.
Okay, I saw our old school boy Robert Anthony, and watched like all of them.
There's-
He's like, oh, they're watered down. I'm like, okay, I watched 3, and I'm like, they're not watered down. These are good.
There's like 2 or 3 of them that are disturbing.
Yes, I watched the first 3. I have not finished the whole season.
There's one that is great where it's Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, I
So-
haven't got to that. I haven't done that one yet.
Oh, you're gonna probably cry.
I love Giamatti, and
I
I
was-
love crying. So
You
yes.
know, I'll cry. I'll admit that I cry.
Okay,
So
I love it.
the premise is basically he gets contacted by someone that has died that he used to know,
Rad.
and so they want to get memories generated of, but how they can generate memories, they want to get memories like from him. But
Okay.
how they can generate memories is they can get memories through his eyes, and they can see the actual how it happened. So he has to figure out how to remember his ex-girlfriend that like broke his heart. But then you find out, did he mess up, or did they mess up, or did they kind of mutually mess up?
Right.
And man, there's
Because you get both sides of the story, then you
Oh
don't
my
just
God.
get one side of the story, you get both sides
oh
of
my
the
god.
story.
And then towards the end, it's a heartbreaker because there's like things that happen. You're like, oh man.
That's the one that's the actual trailer, is the Giamatti one.
So basically what they
Pig
do is they
vomit,
put the
AKA
little,
pig vomit.
so what they like to do a lot in Black Mirror is they do they put a piece on their temple, and then they
Yeah.
go into like the video game or whatever. So what they'll do with this one is he'll look at an image of his history, and then he'll go into the image, and he can only see from the front, but he'll like walk into it and look all pixelated from the side and behind.
Right.
And then he'll like, the more that he can remember, more that can be recreated in that image.
I love it.
And so he like kind of is like trying to recreate this 3-year lifespan of this story that this relationship that he had with this girlfriend that died, that he said that she broke his heart. But then you're gonna find out more factors of why.
Don't tell me, because I'm gonna watch.
I know.
tonight.
I kind of
wanna
want.
watch tonight.
I'm just even me talking about it right now makes me want to watch it again.
No way.
It's so. It's like you know what gets me the most in like these not like rom-coms, but like love stories is lost loves. Lost loves
Dude.
kill me every time. Like
Here's the
Vanilla
deal.
Sky is a lost love.
Okay, I'm so glad you're bringing this up. This is like my favorite genre of movie is Lost Loves. Like these ones explode my heart and bring them more than anything. And so like, yes, that is Vanilla Sky is oh dude, let me go back to that in 1 second. So yes, I cannot wait to watch the Giamatti one because
It's so good. You're gonna love this one.
Don't tell me the end. 'Cause
I'm
I wanna
I'm
see what
trying not to
happens.
tell you.
I know. Don't tell me the end. I'll watch tonight, and I will literally text you when I finish it. Vanilla Sky. It's the I'll see you next life when we're both cats. That is one of the best lines, even though it's so cheeseball, but at the same time, he and she are telling each other literally, it's like, dude, we ended our relationship years ago when we had this moment. You know, when we had this moment together.
This beautiful evening together.
Yes, exactly. So that as well. And oh man, and like
I have another example.
please go.
Benjamin Button.
Which part?
Fact that they like
when they meet in the middle, or
they could
which
only
one?
meet in the middle, and then that was the only time that they could ever exist with each other and have this awesome life. But they knew, or he knew that he couldn't, live with her for because then he was becoming younger.
Yeah.
And she was getting older. So they literally could only meet in the middle for like a handful of years.
Yeah.
It's such a sad feeling because like they could only exist for a short time.
Dude, Titanic is rad as well.
It doesn't hit like that though.
Hold on, watch this. Age of Adeline.
I'm watching
with your girl Blake Lively. Age of Adeline.
I've never seen that one.
Oh my gosh! And like, it's a girl that does not age, and she meets the dudes throughout the years, and it turns out to be the grandfather and the father of the guy that she's meeting again. And
Spoiler alert.
Well, no, you'll know when you're watching it.
500
You're like,
Days of
oh,
Summers
dude.
kills me.
Oh my goodness, these love stories that have this time, and like
Sonic.
About Time. No, not Sonic. Don't go to Sonic yet.
Don't you dare touch
Don't
Sonic.
get silly yet. Wait, but About Time with Rachel McAdams. Have you seen About Time?
I don't think so.
Oh my goodness, So you have the guy that can travel in time and the girl that he wants more than anything, but he finds a way to be with her.
It's
and
one of
he
the
finds-
Hulks, right?
No. Wait, what?
The male actor's one of the Hulks, right?
No. It's one of the guys from Star Wars. The the ginger dude. I don't know.
Oh,
His name.
okay.
It's the ginger. It's not Eric Bana.
It's not Eric
Bana.
Okay.
About Time. I swear it's one of the best time travel-ish movies. You get the dude from what is it called? The Christmas.
Domhnall Gleeson. He's
Yes,
such a great actor.
Yes. And then what's the guy's name that's in the Christmas movie that everybody loves?
The Christmas movie that everybody
Love
loves.
Actually.
Love Actually.
Love Actually is the guy, the old dude, the skinny British dude.
I got a feeling.
Yeah. It's in my toes.
Oh yeah, he's in everything.
Yes. What's his name?
I was literally watching something he was in recently too.
This movie is so underrated. And Margot Robbie's actually in it too. And he actually, and like the main dude, Dom Hall, turns down Margot Robbie because he realizes how much he loves, what's her name? Rachel McAdams.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye. There you go. Bill Nye, the science guy, not the science guy. Dude.
No, his
movie-
name's actually Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, not the science guy. Dude, it is such a good movie. It is ridiculous. That'll make you fall in love with everybody in the movie. It'll make you fall in love with Bill Nye. It'll make you fall in love
Which
with
movie are we
Rachel
talking about
McAdams.
now?
About
Time? Okay, so
About
okay.
Time. And Dom Hall. Like, you'll love him too. It is such a good movie. It is ridiculous. All it does is teach you that that love is literally timeless. And you cannot, no matter what you do to fight your own love, like, oh my god.
It's timeless, but then there's also sometimes
I
it's
don't
like
wanna
there's
tell
not
everyone
enough
to think about
time.
it. Yeah.
And that's like that's what gets me every time. Time. We're saying time so much.
Dude.
Every time we say time, you have to drink a shot. So yeah, it's just again, it's like this lost love that just I don't know what it does. It like dissects my heart and just like pokes at a string in my violin strings of my heart. It's just like
pulls the strings.
yeah, just it's flossing the teeth of my heart.
Dude, what Jeffrey, when you're ready to have kids, when you have kids, when you do, whenever you're ready, you'll realize that this love that you have for this woman and like these children as well, it goes beyond, and you're like, oh my gosh, and that's what you see in this movie, and that's what About Time's all about. About Time's insane. I could talk about Time forever, but you have to watch it first.
I gotta watch it. Okay.
Watch it.
Also,
Watch
you know what also gets me is father son things like
Oh yeah,
like a good one for me is October Sky.
I love October Sky. Jake
So the
Gyllenhaal.
whole like Jake Gyllenhaal and what's his name, his dad who plays his
Is Dennis Quaid in that?
no, he's such a good actor too.
Who is it? Chris Cooper.
Yes.
Chris Cooper. Cool.
Yeah, that
Dude.
whole scene where
Laura
he
Dern,
he
yes, Laura Dern's
launches the
teacher.
final rocket
Yes.
and he puts his hand on his shoulder. You're like,
Yes.
oh god,
That's the moment. It's
that's
like
the moment.
that's dude.
Chris Cooper,
I have like no joke, and like if I was gonna go personal, I have so many massive moments with my own father. Like my own dad has passed away like 10 years ago, 11 years ago now, and like dude. Those moments are the ones, like those are the ones you think about, like the ones whichever parent you're closer with, like your father or your mother,
Yeah.
like whichever one. If you get those moments, that's all that matters, dude. Those
I think
are
I have
so
equal amounts.
massive.
I think I have equal amounts so far.
Do you have do you have equal amounts?
Yeah, it
That's
started off with
rad.
my mother, and then it was more with my father after my mother's passing.
Yeah,
But like we became more bonded. We're getting real here, I guess. We got more bonded after
doing.
my mother passed because for obvious reasons. But what's crazy is that we find out that we're a lot alike. You
dude,
know?
I'm gonna throw it out there. I think your dad has been super ripping cool, man.
Yeah, of course he is.
When we were at I know, but when we were at your birthday party, okay, so I've met him a couple times, and like when we were at your birthday party, like their most recent one in December, it was like he was, I don't know, he was like this new friendly normal dude where he's like He's like, hey guys. He's like, hey guys. He's
Yeah,
like,
because he has
"Here I
nothing
am."
really to worry about. He's retired. He's like you know.
Wait, do you hear your words though? You're like, just nothing to worry about. Like, what do you mean he's got nothing to worry about?
well, he
It's
doesn't like. Well, there's things to worry about, but like
yeah.
he's like kind of like made it, in a sense to like
shred.
if you want to make it to retirement, that's how my dad did
I
it.
know. It's like, yeah, it's like he's got this Larry David look about him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Larry David, by the way, shreds till this day. From what I heard.
Nobody can doubt the Larry David shred. But dude, he has this Larry David exuberance, and he's just like, "Hey, what up? What up?" He's like, "Oh, hey, Adam." Like he almost gave me a bro hug. He's like, "How about that, bro hug?" I thought it was a bro hug.
I hope that everybody at that little dinner party went up to him and said hello.
The birthday party this weekend. Should we,
I don't know if he's just gonna come up from San Diego.
I know. Is he down there right now? Like legitimate? He's down in San Diego, Coronado. Is he?
Yeah.
That's where he's at.
He's got a home there.
Legit. That's rad, dude.
Owns a house from a boxer, a professional boxer.
Yeah, I know. It's rad.
And then it was funny, we were mentioning that, and then Kevin went to high school with the boxer.
Which Kevin?
Galaviz.
Oh,
Yeah.
Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd. No, just another boxer. But yeah, my dad is, has done very well in life, and I've tried to lead at least half by example.
You do your best. All you do is do your best, and
I know.
you have these common denominators of your mother and father, and then you do your best.
Yep.
That's it.
It's like kind of a battle between, not a battle so much, but you're trying to like calibrate between both your mother and your father of how to manage how your brain is going to work
in life.
In life. So I think that's how we end the show, right? That's a kind of nice way. Let's get a little high porn.
That means like take some sake shots right now.
Let's go. Let's go get drunk. My favorite scene. Have you ever seen the Will Ferrell movie?
No, I don't watch any Will Ferrell movies. I don't like
Semi-Pro.
that guy. I don't like semi-pro.
Remember they're sitting at the interview. He's like getting interviewed with that guy. He's like, let's go get drunk.
Okay.
He's like, there's more stuff that's said, but I can't really say it on there.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up the Jeffy and Jeffrey show. This is the third to the last show. Only
so
two
excited.
more. Next week, we got the mayor of Dana Point, Matt Pagano. Hopefully, he doesn't have any impromptu meetings.
He's bringing it next week.
He's going to bring the heat. Let's see how he manages some political answering.
We're bringing the mayor in.
We're bringing the mayor in, guys. Again, I
in.
appreciate anybody tuning in, all my millions of listeners. Brian Navarro.
Billions.
Thank you for.
You can say anything you want nowadays on the internet. Yeah, you can say anything you want.
We say anything we want. And anybody that's listening right now, I appreciate you. I really do. Again, Mr. Adam Green, thank you for being my regular co-host. This is what I have always wanted. It's not about having. We could have guests on, and then Green would be like, the co-host where we can like have interviews. Co-hosts or regular people on your show is way more important than having random guests, I think, because then it brings flavor and heat and all the whatever factors
I'm
at
here
hand.
for flavor and heat only.
And the spice.
And spice.
All right. Well, I gotta play this. I gotta play the ID.
So that's not what I meant.
So let's wrap this up. So take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Eat well. Try intermittent fasting if it works for you. Cool. If it doesn't, cool. Try to get good sleep. Don't look at your phone right before you go to bed. Green, do you have any advice?
I was just gonna say, dude, 2 more shows, Jeff. I'm super excited, dude, and I'm so stoked that you made me part of this. Thank you so much.
I'm appreciative that
2 more shows, man.
I'm appreciative that you want to be part of it. I'm appreciative, yeah. And but that doesn't mean it's also the end.
No, bring the heat on 80.5.
88.5 Jazz. 88.5.org. Well, that doesn't mean the show's over, though, by the way. So it's going to just continue on to my own. You can go on the JeffyandJeffreyShow.com and find all the episodes. You can go on Spotify, Jeffy and Jeffrey Show Season 4, and listen to all the music that I've posted. All new music from at least from last year. And then, Jeffy and Jeffrey Show will point you to the right direction of any... the JeffyandJeffreyShow.com. You can find anything there. And then also the Jeff Holt on Instagram. Anyways, have a lovely evening. Be safe. Be nice to each other. Be healthy. Get some sleep. And of course,
Go Jeff yourself.
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 And of course, go Jeff yourself.
Also, please don't forget to go